This is Room 356 with Claire, Chris, Marshall, and Justice. In this room, there's room for every topic. Let the debate begin.
The madness has already begun. It's only 5 o'clock in the freaking afternoon. On a Tuesday. Going up on a Tuesday. Is that today? So we were talking about Vegemite, Marmite, and pumpernickel bread.
And yeasty pussy.
And then it transitioned to the yeasty. Marshall, of course, was the one that took it to that extreme. So that seems to be something that he enjoys. Some tangy,
front man for the yeasty
salty.
boys. God damn it. Yeah, I can't say that I've seen too much of a difference between regular pussy and yeasty pussy, but everybody seems to make a big deal about it. What? Yeah. I mean, it depends on how yeasty it is. If it's yeasty and it's
okay, so what? So you haven't seen much difference. So how would you know if it's regular pussy or yeasty?
Because they tell me that.
Oh, they tell you.
Yeah.
You let the woman tell you whether.
Yeah, they're like,
that's a good pussy smells like.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It smells like this all the time.
No, I'm just never. They say,
Like, whew.
No,
it's okay.
No, they'll like stick their fingers down there, they'll smell it, and they'll be like, oh.
No, don't smell it. You have to taste it yourself.
Smell it. I did.
No, you don't have a pussy, Marshall.
I tasted
She has to taste her own self. Okay, ladies, if you don't taste your own hoo-ha lady bits, you're failing. You need to taste yourself if you expect me to taste you. I mean, plus that's freaky stuff, which is what I like. So, taste yourself. But anyway, continue.
No, yeah, they stick some fingers down there, they give a sniff, and they're like, it's kind of yeasty, and I'm like, I don't care.
That you saying it's kind of yeasty is gonna be like, okay, it's kind of like I'm not going down there.
There's no kind of.
No,
it is.
No,
it is.
This
is not a gradient. This is a black and white thing. It's with or without. You know what I mean?
It has a pungent smell.
You don't have kind of lettuce on a sandwich. You have lettuce and no lettuce.
I can't believe it's not yeast.
But they're not going overboard. They're not going overboard with the lettuce. It's just a little lettuce, just enough to give it some.
Okay, light lettuce. Okay,
light
there
lettuce.
is a light.
Like eating, yeah. And
Okay, fair enough.
Enough yeast you can throw into some dough and make bread, But, I mean, they
San Francisco sourdough. What are we talking about?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, depending, but they stick their fingers down there and they let me know, and I'm like, hey, that's cool, whatever, I don't care, and I head down.
Do you ask them to stick their fingers down there?
No.
Or do they say, okay, let me check?
Yeah.
Then they already know that this isn't. Dude.
These lovely women.
They already know. If a woman is saying no, let me check and see if I'm fresh on that, she already knows there is a pungent smell that's not something that you need to be putting your face in. Go get your ass in the fucking shower first, and then we could talk about possibly me going down there. But I'm not just gonna go down there and be like, okay, let me do a smell check. No.
Wait, so you don't like yeast either?
I know. I'm not trying to eat a. Marshall,
you were joking that day?
Dude, no. I like eating pussy, but I'm not gonna eat any kind of pussy.
I make the jokes. I've never eaten yeasty pussy.
Marshall.
I've eaten some
Marshall. We've had too many conversations.
It's too late.
It's all right. I'll take
the backdraft is fierce.
No.
I will take the bullet. I don't care. I will take the bullet. That's fine. I will hold it. I will hold it. I have eaten tons of yeasty pussy.
I'm sure you've eaten at least 2 or 3 chicks that you knew, okay, she needs to be in the shower. She probably is not in the, accommodating.
That's true.
Phase
this
of
is
her
what
time.
I was gonna say. I haven't eaten yeasty pussy, but I have accidentally put my face down in some stinky pussy, and then.
How do you accidentally? You can smell it before you get down there.
It's not. It's
Stop
in the heat
slapping
of
the
the
table.
He was going from the bag.
It's in
He was eating from the bag. You didn't notice.
Smelling ass.
Hey, you didn't notice this, bro.
I don't know. It's in the
She just recently shit too, but let's go. Okay, cool.
it's in the heat of the moment. And you get down there and you stick your,
I understand what you're talking about. 'Cause
No,
you'll
I
get
learned.
there and then you'll be like, oh, that's like usually like, at the establishment you met in the bathroom kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where that happens. Where you're like, you know what I mean? I didn't have time.
I learned after. I learned. Now hold on.
Explain.
I learned after the second time of doing that by accident to take a sniff and not not fucking. Well, most of the time you can't smell it until you, no. Now I'm talking
No. I want you to finish this
I'm
point.
talking about pussy that when you can't smell it regularly, but when you get close enough, you can smell a little something.
A pussy having a little smell is okay.
That's fine.
Because pussy has smell. The pH balances are different. If the pussy has, as soon as I pull your panties off and that smell just hit me in the face, no way I'm putting my face down there. No, if it has like a little, there's a little, all right, yeah. But it's still, I'm not going to eat every single fucking chick that I mean, I could put my dick in something, but I could put my mouth in something. I'm not going to put my mouth on every single pussy that I put my dick in. Ladies, I'm sorry if that sounds weird to y'all. I'm sorry if that's gross, but hey, that's just the way it is.
That's
just the way it is.
They would say the same thing. They're not going to suck half the dicks that they fuck with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're going to be like, ew, put a rubber on that and I'm turning around.
But the thing is, a pussy is more disgusting. A pussy is more disgusting than a fucking dick. A dick is just a piece of flesh. It's a piece of meat. The only thing you got to worry about is the white stuff that comes out. A pussy is all juices and everything like that. And I'm going inside of you. I'm walking inside of your house. Vice you walking around my house, and hugging my house. That's what your pussy. Your pussy
in my house coming out.
Yeah. You are hugging my house. As a pussy, you're hugging my house. Me as a dick, I'm walking into your dirty ass house. There's a different kind of dirtiness there. It's like, oh, you walk into somebody's house and you get that thick air, just funkiness. It's like, oh,
I've done that before. Like, I'm leaving my shoes on. Like,
yeah, it's like, I'm not gonna take my shoes off.
Yeah, they're like taking them off. Like, yeah, I'm gonna keep them on.
Yeah, it's like, so that's the thing. Like, if it's just a small, light kind of smell, then okay. But the thing is, for me, I don't want a woman going down on me if I'm not feeling fresh. So if I just finished working and all that shit, and you're telling me, okay, you're coming over, all right, Justice is jumping in the shower.
Same.
I'm not gonna be like, oh no, yeah, come look on these sweaty balls. No, it's okay. No, I want to be fresh.
Right.
I want you to, when you go down there, it's like, oh, it's like potpourri. I want you to enjoy that experience, not be like trying to hold your breath, thinking about trying to breathe. No, I want you to enjoy my cock in your mouth.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to get you to enjoy.
Right.
So
no hurdles,
I expect, So I expect any woman that I'm interacting with, for you to have that same care about yourself to say, okay, hey, I want to make sure that I'm fresh just in case. It might not happen all the time because I'm not going to go down. I don't have to go down every single time we interact and have sex.
I do.
I enjoy it.
That's different though. That's a different thing.
But that's the thing. If it's a beautiful pussy, oh my goodness.
Yes.
It draws me down. It calls me. It says, Justice, look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me. Now go in.
Yeah.
So yes, I will admit. There is that. There is that. If she has in ladies, I'm not even gonna say what a pretty pussy looks like because actually, all right. For me, all right. Should we dive in?
If you can motorboat it,
we've already gone.
Good. If you can motorboat it.
I like some meaty lips. I like a woman that has some lips that I can pull. Some lips that I can put in my mouth. That's like a nice fat puffy pussy. I don't want the little tiny where the lips are hiding, where there's just nothing there. No, there's nothing to catch my attention. I like
a lot of work, but it's there though. It's like eating crawfish.
Yeah. It's like, where's your clit? Where's
the meat's there? The tail is in there.
I like some meaty lips, and I know that's too much TMI. I'm sorry, But that's what it is. But that's a pretty pussy to me. So ladies, the ladies out there that are insecure about how your lady bits look, that's attractive to a lot of guys.
I think anyone's pretty that when they decide to share it with me.
All right, so Chris,
I can find the beauty in it because that's what I do with life, with everything. I find the beauty in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, or else I'm not in that situation.
Yeah.
So if we're in that situation, it's because I found the beauty. And so because that whole confidence, self-esteem thing is more of a turnoff to me than anything else.
Yeah.
Because when when a woman's inside of her own head, or your partner or whatever, it's there's nothing you can do about that. They don't feel sexy. You can't make them feel sexy.
You can't. It might take It might take the right person. Like I've had people where they may not have liked certain parts of their anatomy and everything like that. But when you're spending time, if I'm finding you attractive, then I'm going to draw attention to the parts of you that
you think are attractive, right?
That I find attractive. Like, oh, you don't like? No, that is beautiful. I like that. Oh, you don't like your face like this? Oh, no. I like it. If I truly and genuinely.
Right.
Now, I'm not going to give you platitudes and all this excess stuff just to accommodate your feelings. That's not what justice does.
Not at all.
I have to be genuine about. Yeah.
If it's real, then it's real. So you've ran into the issue where no matter how much you loved it, they're stuck in their own head about the matter. You know what I'm saying? It's they're self-conscious about it still, even you know what I mean? Still even to go back to what we were talking about earlier, to have an odor. You know what I'm saying? Some women are self-conscious about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not, you know what I mean, even any kind of deal at all.
It takes the right person to make you feel comfortable. But I can't, and so this is transitioning into a more serious, topic. You need to be your biggest cheerleader. So like Cat Williams said.
Yeah.
It's called self-esteem.
Yeah.
It's called self-esteem. So everyone has insecurity. Well, unless you're a narcissist, freaking crazy person, everyone has things about their physical makeup that they would possibly like to change.
Right. Especially in a group setting, you notice shit that you didn't know that you want to change. So everybody has.
Yeah. So I know that there are things about myself that I'm self-conscious about. There are things about myself that I'm a little insecure about. However, I learned to accept those things, and then I learned to surround myself with people that accept those things. And so if I'm saying, okay, I'm insecure about this, but you look at me and you say, oh no, Justice, I'm perfectly okay with that. It should make me over time feel a little better about those things because, hey, there's someone that's accepting of this thing that I'm insecure about.
Yeah.
But if I'm constantly like, no, I'm terrible, I'm so ugly, oh no, I'm so fat, no, I'm so skinny, no, I'm so and you constantly need validation, at some point it gets exhausting.
Yeah,
and I gotta cut you off.
I've dealt with that before, and it does get exhausting, especially with one person in particular, they knew that, and so every time we got to that situation, they would reassure me, no, it's not that I really don't trust you. It's not that I think that you're looking at other people. It's just that I need validation constantly. And it was this is exhausting. Yeah. It's how much more can I validate you? You know what I'm saying? There's only so much I can do because, like you said at the beginning of this stream of consciousness, it's called self-esteem. There's only so much I can do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm willing to work with certain things to certain degrees, but it's
if you're not feeding you and you're constantly trying to tap or zap everybody else's energy and take, you have to tell me that I'm pretty. You have to, but I'm still not going to believe it. But I need you to no.
Right,
no.
What's the point? What's the point of that?
I need you to. I like a woman that is confident in her sexiness and uses that feminine sexual energy to catch my attention and get me to come after her.
Right. They know when they want you to compliment it, but they don't need you to compliment it. It's the kind of thing that...
But it's a thin line. I don't want you to be like, I can have any man in the world. I don't want that bullshit. I want you to be... I want that playful sexiness. And women need to understand that. Women have more options than guys have. But if you're my girl, or you're a girl that's interested in me, I need you to tap into that sexual aspect and say, hey, I know that men are visual creatures. You know, I'm going to do things to catch his attention. I'm going to say things to catch his attention. I'm going to be confident in who I am. I may have insecurities, and that's why you have to have those intimate conversations that are about, you know, your likes, dislikes, securities, insecurities, and then those intimate conversations about intimacy. Yeah,
right,
exactly.
I understand
So it's two different things. You know, the sexual aspect, but then also the personal. This is the battle that I'm having in my own intimate mind.
Right.
Those are different things that you need to have. And if you're comfortable enough to talk to me about what you like and dislike about yourself, we can move forward.
Yeah, we can build.
You know, we can go crazy, because what we do in our bedroom or your bedroom, my bedroom, when we're not married
or whatever.
You know, I don't fuck in the bathroom. You know, that's just gross. I mean, a movie theater, in a park, on a boat. You know, yes, I will. But I'm not doing shit in the bathroom. That's just gross. If you say, hey, come to the bathroom, let me suck your dick, Justin's gonna be like, you're gross, get away from me. I'm going out.
Hey, not while I'm pooping. There's a line.
Let me suck your dick while I'm pooping? What?
I said not while I'm pooping.
Who does that?
My roommate and I are in Colorado still.
It's called a blumpkin.
I know, and my roommate was like...
There's actually a name for that shit?
My roommate came out and was like, yo, that chick just gave me a blumpkin, and we were like,
you can't, no,
she didn't force it on you, bro. Like, she didn't force it on you.
You can't, if you squeeze your butt cheeks and you freaking think about squeeze the muscles when it comes to, we're in some Howard Stern type stuff right here. When it comes to freaking ejaculating, like trying to do those two actions, they don't work in conjunction.
They do.
You can do one or the other.
Actually, they do. He can probably take this conversation
I'm about
further.
to set y'all on a fucking trip.
Not me necessarily. I
Right,
understand
guys.
that they do work together.
No.
Oh,
You're not ready.
No, I'm probably
going.
You said that. Go ahead.
Okay. So it's interesting. How do I start this? I didn't like getting a blumpkin. That wasn't really my thing. But
Past tense.
yes.
It wasn't. Okay.
No, it's still not.
Continue.
However, I will say that as a bisexual, there is some
stimulation.
Yes.
I know where you're
Some stimulation in the
prostate area.
prostate area.
That's why.
In which,
that's the thing.
Is that when you have a turtle head poking out and there's something on your dick?
Well, so this was the part that y'all aren't ready for. So, yeah, essentially, and when you get fucked, it's like pooping and then reverse pooping. That's not really as funny as I meant that debate, but
it's pretty funny. It's just mind-blowing.
It makes no sense to me. I don't know what reverse fucking.
Well, all right. So check this out. To build on what you're saying, there are some dudes who orgasm at a prostate check.
Okay.
Think about that.
Okay, I understand that.
It's for part of that. There's the same stimulation as dropping a deuce, and then it goes into another form of stimulation that's not necessarily as familiar, but it causes a different thing, and that's where you get the whole pegging thing. See what I'm saying? So, like, on the other side of that coin, bisexual and or other, that's what it is. You see what I mean? So, like, that's like the hetero tippy-toeing into that region, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is something to it. It's just that the average straight dude is not gonna like get that. Like, but I do because I know about that process.
I can understand. I can understand coming from, getting pegged or getting, done in the ass.
Right.
I can understand that.
Right.
What I'm not understanding is why anyone would want to get sucked
I understand.
or want to suck someone that's taking a fucking shit.
For the same reason someone wouldn't mind having a little bit damp on their face. It's not something we're supposed to understand, but it's a thing.
Some people
You understand? Like that's scat shit. Like I don't understand that.
Yeah.
There's some people who are like, "Fuck it, dude, just fucking pick it up with your hand and throw it at me." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there are
thing.
people.
We don't have to get it. It's a thing.
Yeah, there are people that like scat and all that. I'm not one of those people.
No.
I don't like vomit. Not into spit. You know, pass.
I like
spit.
to.
I don't mind.
I like
that.
to.
I don't mind spit that.
I like to spit on my women.
Yeah, I really don't mind.
I'll be like right during the nut. I spit on them.
Right in their face.
No, I usually like on
You
their
dirty
chest.
whoa.
Right in the mouth.
How dare you let me
pull the hair back and just no, like right in the mouth, dude.
Big Louis.
Like kiss it. Yeah.
It's not a diss.
Then
It's
follow
not
him.
It's like a. I don't know.
Ah, shit.
I don't know why. I guess it's because it's like, you know how like after a long workout you spit, and it's like there's really no good place to spit. But if you spit on their chest,
Yeah,
it's
you
kinda
spit
hot.
in the
And
trash. You spit
no,
somewhere
but
that's
if you
sanitary.
spit on their chest, like their titties are wet, and like it's like they're glistening a little bit.
You know how spit smells?
Yeah,
It
After
fucking
you, I brushed
stinks.
my.
that's why I don't eat ketchup.
It doesn't matter how
it's
you-
like stuck in my
Whoa.
head. Like
I brush my teeth and floss and all that shit.
It doesn't matter. I do too.
I know what
Dude,
spit
in my
smells
breath,
like, though.
dude, I spit and it
Dried
doesn't smell bad.
spit stinks. It's
That's
a
why you take a
weird.
shower after, dude. That's all it is, dude.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but still, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I see your point.
If I'm gonna use juices,
all of
You're
the juices
kissing each
have a
other.
smell. All of the juices have a smell.
You're
So I
kiss-
get it. I
You're
get it.
kissing each other.
yeah,
Like,
I can kiss.
I get
I'll
it.
kiss you, and we can swap and all that other. But you're not spitting in my mouth, and I'm not spitting in your mouth.
No
we
spit
can
on
get.
no spit on
We can
the-
get wet. Oh, you can spit
See,
get nasty and
so-
wet.
Yeah, so
I
like,
spit
spit's
on your
alright.
pussy and everything like that, and just kind of use for extra because I like that sound. I like that sound. I love that sound, and it just adds extra. So, in on the genitals, yes. On my face, no.
I don't
In
do
my
that
mouth,
part either.
hell
I don't
no.
do that either. I was just joking.
You know.
Spit in my mouth is just really
No.
hilarious.
But there
Every time
are-
I see that in
yeah.
a movie, it makes me start laughing. I gotta put my dick away. It's like
You're like,
it's over at that point. I'm like, oh man, that's too funny. Like she opened her mouth like, yeah, and he was like, yeah. And I'm like, damn.
I wouldn't mind
I
a
don't play
girl.
video games now. So
I've never spit in a
And
girl's.
we're done. Yeah.
I've never spit in a girl's face, and I wouldn't mind a girl spitting on me, but definitely not in my face. It's like,
There's lines. The
Yeah.
line is like at the belt. for me.
spitting in somebody's face is disrespectful.
Yeah.
Now, one of my exes, I think,
There are some that are
she
into
probably
it.
would have been for it, man. I don't know. I'm not into disrespecting women. So
It's not disrespect if they like it.
Yeah, but
Some women want to be degraded. Have you ever
I
heard of
was about to say
consensual, non-consensual?
degradation. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was about to say because I didn't get that this one chick I was with liked that, and I didn't really know what that meant. And I think that's partially why our relationship didn't work out. Is because I didn't do that because I didn't really know necessarily what that meant. Well, you know what I mean? It was like so. After that, I researched it.
you gotta think the more
Yeah.
that you do like these degrading things to them, as you're stimulating pleasure centers in the brain, like you're hardwiring this idea that like it makes you feel good to degrade people. You know what I mean? Like
It makes you feel good to make someone else feel good. Is the other side of that coin.
I guess it depends on how
So-
you look. But it can
But
be a
you have
dangerous
to, you
two-way
have to look
street.
at it that way if you're willing to do what your partner wants to make them feel good. You have to sometimes, and I've been in positions where it was like,
But in
okay,
order
I'm just
to
gonna
make
put my
it,
dick away. This isn't about me. This is getting
Yeah.
extra weird. But the turn on that person received, like you know what I mean? It was totally worth it for me. I went home and whacked off like crazy, but like it was totally like I couldn't. There was nothing I could do. It was like completely out of my comfort zone, but I wasn't gonna stop because of the result. You know what I'm saying? Like. And they asked me, this chick was like, do you want to get weird? I said, yeah. And I was like, I will never blindly answer that shit.
And you're like,
again.
how
I'm
weird
going to
are we
look
talking?
around the room. I'm going to see if there's any cut marks on her or anything. Like, I'm going to look around first.
It's too dark. There's a fucking some
Yeah,
chains and whatnot. There's like 30 dildos just sitting on top of the dresser. Yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing. Giving pleasure is a pleasure.
And then
For
getting
some
some sort of pleasure usually can mean
We've got to stop turning the water on while we're in conversations.
getting some sort of pleasure can mean that you also receive pleasure from that same thing.
Yeah.
Which is that duality is interesting to me. You
Yeah,
know?
that's why
Because people who give pain like pain, and it's like, but I'm uncomfortable with pain.
I'm not into the pain shit. You know,
but giving and receiving are
yeah, I get pleasure mentally. I get mental pleasure from giving pleasure. So when I know this turns a woman on,
right.
like
That's good for me.
I may not even be hard.
You
know, it's not my thing. You know,
yeah, absolutely.
But knowing that I'm giving you pleasure, like I said, I like eating pussy.
Yeah.
And if you're like you got some new lips, I'm in heaven.
Oh,
I'm going to be excited.
Yeah.
You know, there are things that I enjoy that I'm going to get pleasure from doing. But knowing that I'm turning you on, knowing that I'm getting you off, that in itself is a pleasure in itself. Yeah. Now, I may not need to come like, no. Like you said,
right.
You know, you went home and did your thing, but
right.
I know that I'm enjoying this moment because I know that I'm doing something to you that really sets you off. You know, and that's the thing. It's like, I can do that.
Yeah, like it's that, you know.
And that's the thing. If you're not into your partner having some fun, you're not into them having their thing. What's the point?
It's an automatic barrier. Like, gotta stay open-minded.
So
every time I say that, this dude's like, no, absolutely not. My partner can't have any fun. Fuck that shit. That's not what it's about. It's about me getting off.
Are you about to cook? No. Then what the fuck are you turning the water on for?
I'm getting my dishes done.
Leave them until after I finish recording. The water is we always have ambient noises in our recording. People are like, who the fuck are these people that just keep having washing machines and water flowing and all this shit? It's like, we're the most unorthodox fucking podcast out there.
Well, you chose to record it in the kitchen.
Time. Yeah, some time. We should designate it on air light.
We need. I mean, exactly.
When the conversation started, we started talking. We was like, okay, well, this is going to be interesting.
Right.
Let's press record. You know, who knew that Marshall was going to transition from what were we talking about? The freaking crazy Marshall transitions. So this is what you guys got to know. Yeah, this is what you guys have to know. Our conversations, we just randomly started talking about things, and then a certain person, Marshall, decides to take the conversation to some random tangent, which is like, okay, well, hold on, pause, start recording. That's why there's no intro to any of these podcasts. It's just a conversation in room 356, and Marshall takes it to a weird level. And we start.
And then we start recording his ass.
Yeah.
Goes on an incel rant, and then we're like, oh, this is gonna be spicy.
Yeah. We got to document. Yeah, exactly. We got to document the madness.
There you go. I like that.
So we apologize, or I apologize for the random ambient background noises and stuff like that. Hopefully, we'll get to a point to where we respect your ears and not have all the extra noises going on. But yeah. Deviation done. Are you about to watch something else, Martin?
Yeah.
I'm
probably good. We're probably good.
All right, where are we at on this?
I'm going to guess 49 minutes.
I mean...
Oh, only 28.
Dang!
30 minutes. Not even 30 minutes. Still a good conversation.
Good shit. That was a good one.
All right, this will be in the books down the road. Crazy Madness. Room 356. We'll start now.